Well, first of all, let me say it's good to be back in the office. It's good to be back with you on Sunday morning. I appreciate Pastor Paul, Pastor Claire, Norma, all our board and our deacons, and everybody who plays a role at the church. It's great to know that a pastor can leave on vacation for a week and the church doesn't fall apart because we are a body. And as much as the pastor at times plays a key role in that, he plays one role, right? There's just one role that was played, and other people are needed to function in the church and to make the church grow. And just want to say I so appreciate everybody who participates at Riverside, and it's great to be on staff with the guys and just to be a part of what's going on these days. But when we did get back into the swing of things on Sunday, we unpacked the beginning of our Advent series. And our title is Christmas, the Coming of the Messiah, trying to remind ourselves of the truth and the real meaning and significance of the coming of the Messiah. And we started off with Matthew chapter 1, looking at the life of Mary and Joseph and how Mary becomes pregnant. And what Joseph sees is a problem, right? He sees unfaithfulness. He sees the broken trust. He sees immorality. He sees a problem. And so obviously he's going to divorce her quietly. And it's not until the angel comes and appears and explains to Joseph what's going on that this is not a problem. This is the plan of God. This is not what you see, right? This is way more than this. And you can go back to Genesis 3 and follow all through Scripture the plan of God about the coming of the Messiah who would bring the plan of salvation, the plan of redemption, the plan of renewal for all people. And here before Joseph's eyes, this is the plan. And so although he sees a problem, no, this is the plan of God. And it's a cool realization of what's going on at Christmas, the coming of Jesus, right? The plan of God to bring salvation. But as much as that is the plan, there is yet one more plan to happen. There is the final plan. That as much as Jesus comes and ushers in this plan and puts things into motion, Jesus Christ will also return. And that's the final plan. Jesus came, but Jesus will return. And he's going to bring in the new heaven on the new earth. And he's going to make all things new. And he's going to come and he's going to judge. And those who believe in him, they will be ushered into their eternal home with him in heaven. But those who do not, their choices now in this day and this life will seal their fate for an eternity without God in a place called hell. And so Christmas is a celebration of the coming of Jesus, but the reality is on this day we also celebrate the fact that he is our coming king. He will return one day, and there will be judgment, and there will be life, and there will be the decision for those who have followed him and believe in him to now be welcomed into their eternal home with him in heaven. My question is, as much as we are planning to celebrate the coming of Jesus this Christmas, do we realize, though, the final plan is still yet to come, and it's the return of Jesus? Do we believe that? Do we understand that? And if so, does our life reflect the conviction of that? There's a theologian who shares a parable about a theater and a very unique play happening on stage, and everything's kind of happening and everybody's clapping and they're really enjoying things, and things get very exuberant and exciting, and then all of a sudden this guy comes flying out on the stage and says, there's a fire in the theater, everybody needs to leave. But everybody's so caught up, so enamored with what's going on in this play, they think it's part of the play, and they start to clap, and they're, hey, this is so funny. And he says, no, this is not part of it. There's a fire, everybody needs to leave. And they, wow, you're such a good actor. And they start clapping even more, and they're shouting, and they're right into this. And the fire comes and takes over everybody and everything in that theater. And the theologian uses this parable to say, and that's how it will be for many in the coming days. We are so focused in on our life, complacent to what's happening outside the reality of the real life that's happening, that in the end, when Christ returns and the Messiah comes for the final days, we will be left outside. We will not be welcomed into eternity with him in heaven. And so it's a reality check for us that as this Christmas, as we celebrate, yes, the vibrant, life-giving power of Jesus Christ in our life, and we celebrate the coming of the Messiah, may we also realize the truth that as much as he came, he will return. And this time he will come and put in the final touches of salvation and say to those who have believed him in this life, come follow me, come live with me in eternity in heaven. And I just pray that you would be one of those people who by their lifestyle today, by their choices today, by their belief system today, would know that even if today is my last day, I know where I'm going. I am certain of my eternal destiny because of what I believe and live today. May our life now reflect what is yet to come, May we celebrate this Christmas the coming of the Messiah, but may we live and choose life today knowing that he is yet to come again. He will return, and we will meet him in the air, and we will see him again, and it will be a time of not of condemnation, but a time to hear those words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." May that be a reality for us as we think about Christmas this year, the coming of Jesus, but the return of Jesus as well. God bless. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a great week.